Buddy Brian back here with another Kaspa update. Hope you're having a great Saturday out there. It's beautiful where I'm at. I'm on the East Coast in the United States, but nice beautiful day out there. A little chilly this morning, heading towards fall unfortunately, but pretty nice day out. Alright guys, let's get into this. Yesterday we talked about Kaspa breaking above that 0.0403, this yellow line right here. And you can see we have busted above that. Not only that, we busted out of this well, I call it it's like a channel, a down sloping channel, a bull flag, whatever you want to call it. And if I have that level 3 membership I teach that stuff. Mostly anything that is falling like this down, falling wedge, anything falling usually breaks up. Okay, that's like 8 out of 10 times, whatever the numbers are, I'm not exactly sure, but most of the time you have a better chance of it breaking up than breaking down. All right, and speaking of that, we have three new memberships: Noted Trader, Franny Hoddle, and Ryan. We got 3 of them, so thank you so much guys for signing up for memberships. I appreciate that so very much, and if that's something that interests you, you can check it out in the members area. So thank you very much guys, I appreciate the support, and let's get into this. All right, first off here, all right, I got a article to show you guys real quick, and then I got some exciting stuff to show you on Kaspa addresses here. I'm not obviously I'm not going to read this whole article, but here we go again. Captain Altcoin, I love this guy, writes fantastic articles, obviously very bullish on Kaspa. Let's go down through here. Time to evaluate. Kaspa plummets. Time to evaluate the real value proposition. Kaspa has recently captured attention for its claim to be the natural evolution of Bitcoin, boasting major improvements in transaction speed and scalability. But how exactly does Kaspa propose achieving these breakthroughs? A deep dive into the history and technical details reveals an ambitious decade-long journey to overcome blockchain limitations. NFT creator Crypto Hound Anubis shared a tweet about it. Alright, this here, he says, for over a decade, Bitcoin has reigned supreme atop the blockchain hierarchy, boasting its 10-minute transaction times. Have you guys ever sent Bitcoin? I send it, I don't know, a couple times a month. It takes a while for it to be confirmed. Usually when I send it, I usually give it at least 15 minutes. It depends on how busy the network is, but it always takes a while. So, but anyway, it says boasting its 10-minute transaction time. That's on a good day. However, as the world of finance rapidly evolves, cryptos must keep pace. Traditional finance giants like Visa can process up to 24,000 transactions a second. I didn't know that. Wow, that's a lot. Dwarfing Bitcoin's 7 transactions per second and ETH's 20 to 30 transactions per second. The need for cryptos to match these transaction capabilities is evident for mass adoption. All right, then they go over the genesis of Ghost, Ghost Egg. It's a proof of work. We go down through here, and if you guys want to read the article, you can obviously freeze the video and read the whole thing for yourselves. I won't fly down through it, so it doesn't initially proposed for Bitcoin, Ghost's principles found their way into various blockchain projects, most notably Ethereum's transaction to a proof of work POS hybrid consensus mechanism. That's a proof of stake. Ethereum's adoption of the Ghost protocol allowed it to achieve an impressive average transaction time of just 13 seconds. Building on the foundation of Ghost, Yonatan Sompolinsky and Aviv Zohar introduced GhostDAG in 2018. This new protocol combined the security of proof of work with the efficiency of proof of stake, making it more secure and efficient than its predecessor. GhostDAG's innovative approach has positioned it as a game changer in the blockchain industry. Then it says Kaspa, the next frontier. If we go down through here, Kaspa represents a decade of relentless research, innovation, and dedication to overcoming the limitations of traditional blockchains. With its unique blend of cutting-edge technologies and academic rigor, Kaspa stands poised to redefine the future of blockchain technology. The minds behind Kaspa a blend of distinguished professors and researchers have combined their academic pursuits with practical apps, in ensuring that Kaspa remains at the forefront of blockchain innovation. So he's very bullish on Kaspa. It says it's currently at 0.036, which we busted above that. It has seen an 8% decrease in its value with a trading volume of 20 million. All right, if we go over here real quick to the bubbles, and this is on the day, you can see we're getting a nice bounce back, and that's always happen. That always happens after when Bitcoin finds if it's a temporary bottom or a bottom, you always get a nice bounce out of the altcoins. So if you can always chart out where Bitcoin is most likely to bounce, you can make some really nice money off of Bitcoin bounce. All right, but here we go. We're up one notch to 43rd, market cap 847, and 22 million in volume over 24 hours. All right, so not too shabby, that's for sure. All right, so you can see out there last hour. There we go. Kaspa's up another 1.2%, and for the week, yeah, pretty red for the week. Yeah, just a bad week out there, but you got to move past that. That's what it is in crypto. There's a lot of ups and downs. If you can't handle the ups and downs, you're going to get shaken out. You got to have diamond hands in this industry, that's for sure. You got to be able to stomach the pull down, the pullbacks, to really get to the good times, and the good times are the bull run, and in my opinion, which everybody has their own opinion, that's going to be next year. So it's worth it, believe me, guys. If it's your first one, oh my God, you'll never forget it. It's like having the best best experience of your life or whatever. It's one of those things that you will never ever forget. I won't. It was absolutely insane. I never see nothing like it. It's so much fun, and the key is you have to be in before the masses come in. You have to be in before the prices really start flying. You got to be in before retail comes in, because when they come in, that's what starts pumping the prices up. People start hearing about crypto, and your Uber driver, oh, you heard about Bitcoin, that's when everybody starts talking about it, you're too late. You want to be in there before. So all right, let's go over the top addresses here. Got some pretty exciting stuff over here. Look at the last 30 days. Look at these numbers. Shrimp up 18%, the crabs up 0.6%, the octopus plus 2.7%, the fish plus 10%. Look at the dolphins plus 15%. That's if you have 100,000 to 1 million. Look at the sharks, 1 million to 10 million, plus 22% over the last 30 days, and the whales plus 12% over the last 30 days, and the humpbacks and Aquaman. There is no Aquaman out there. That boy, that'd be nice. 1 billion to 10 billion Kaspa. Boy, if you had a billion Kaspa, wow, that's a lot. That's a pile of money. That's for sure. But there is 9 humpbacks out there, and if we go down through here, I want to show you guys. If we go back here, that's August 1st. Now let's just go with that date there. Where was it? Right here. Right around the beginning of August. If you look down through there, look at the whales. Okay, 197. Okay, that's 10 million to 100 million. 197 whales. Look at it now. 218 whales. All right, the sharks. Let's go back here. August, well, whatever, right around there. Sharks, you have 2,216. All right, and then if we go over here, that is up to 2,666. 2,666 from 2000. What was it? 2216. So that's roughly another 400 sharks out there. Dolphins 11,081 to 12,569. You know, so even fish. Let's look here, just real quick. Fish is 10,000 to 100,000. Kaspa 39,760. You know, over here it went up to 43,243. You know, so you can see the adoption coming out there. You know, the good thing is we were here before a lot of these people came in, but these numbers are pretty impressive for sure. And there's 9 humpbacks out there and 0 aquaman, but pretty awesome statistics. Now there's 297,000 addresses holding this coin, almost 300,000 people. So getting it very, very impressive. You know, it's getting out there, and like I said, you know, not a secret anymore, that's for sure. All right, we get back to these charts real quick. I just want to, the only reason I even go through these, everybody knows, if you're in crypto, you know what runs this market. Bitcoin, that's where all the money's at. If Bitcoin's doing well, Bitcoin brings the money in. Okay, if Bitcoin is on a roll, it takes off, and you know that's what people talk about. Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, Kaspa isn't. You know, they're not talking about that on CNBC. They're talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, so that's why I cover it. Bitcoin. The only reason we have Kaspa is Bitcoin. All right, if Bitcoin was never developed, none of these cryptos would be there. So that's the only reason I cover it. It's super important that Bitcoin is doing well for the rest of the crypto market to be healthy. All right, so this is Bitcoin dominance. Look at this ABC we're playing out. You know, perfect. We're at 49.05. We have a target of 48.6. You know, we'll see what happens when we get down here. So it, but definitely getting there. That's on the daily. Bitcoin at 26,115. This is the daily chart here. You can see that 25,200 area has held. Look at the volume down here. Just nothing. You know, there's 5,000, 5.6 thousand Bitcoin there. Not. Need volume coming in here. You know, if we break it down the hourly there, let's see. You know, you got some green coming in here. You know, right there is the first major resistance for this thing. Right there. You know, so have to keep an eye on that. It's got to break that 26 right above this. You know, 26 260, call it. You know, to break this resistance right here. You know, that was support back here, resistance, resistance. You know, so this thing broke down through. It's tried to get back up, got rejected. So we'll see what happens here. It needs definitely needs some volume to come in. We need some buyers in this market for sure. All right, let's move on down through here. DXY, that thing, we looked at that. That's still getting rejected off that trend line. Isn't that crazy how these things work out? If you just want to look at that 4 hour, how the thing got up there, hit that resistance line, and it's just crazy how these trend lines work out. And that's in a level 3 membership. I have 7 videos over there. You can learn how to draw trend lines, and I'm adding at least 1 video a week to that, to, you know, teaching everything I know about trading. You know, 4.5 years in this, so reading charts and hundreds of hours of looking at these charts and taking courses and just you name it. You know, I got a lot of time in this stuff, so I'm just trying to make it worthwhile. You know, it's $24.99 for that level 3. Just at $25, man. That's geez, I wish that's all I had in it. Learning charts. You know, it took a lot of time and effort to get where I'm at. You know, and I'm no professional. You know, I do all right, but you know, nobody's perfect, man. These things are going to do what they want to do. The only thing you can do is look at the charts and you know, put what you know out there and give it your best guess. You know, it turns out that's really what chart reading is. You know, the charts are going to do what they want. So here's gold. Lost that major support there. You can see this major support area, this yellow line. Look how it was support back here, right there. That red wick it's busted down through it. All right, so it's at 1888 now, and we're tracking that just basically to show how these ABCs play out. Okay, we started tracking this way back here, and rolling right over. And I put the 0.702 in my Fibonacci, because let me show you why. Because a lot of the times there is a price reaction to that area, and that this was not the one I wanted to show you. This was a 618, okay, right here. But a lot of times that 702, that is where you'll get a hit and a reaction at. Let's see if there's a 702 right here. Yes, that looks more like a 618 problem. Nope, there's a 702. That worked. Okay, good. See how that wicked up there? That's why the 0.702 is not in a normal fib. You have to go in the settings and put it in there. If you click on the fib, go to settings. Let's see here. Over to style. And you see right down here, you have to add it. You have to put 0.702 in there. All right, so there's a little freebie. A lot of times you'll get a reaction out of that thing, and more than not, it turns out to be an A. Usually B legs come to a 702. All right, and pull it down there. All right, this thing overextended a little bit, but your target is normally, your A leg is equal to your C leg. Usually a 1-for-1 ratio. It usually plays out perfectly every time. But that one overextended a little bit on gold. But you see that, whoops, sorry about that. You can see how that 702, that thing just, that's why I put it in there. Someone asked yesterday in the comments, so I wanted to make sure I let you guys know that today. There's that bottom. Perfect hit on a 702 there. All right, let's move on to Kaspa, guys. I don't think there was anything else down here. The total market cap is up 6.6 billion with Bitcoin, and the total market cap without Bitcoin is at up 5 billion. All right, so I want to see that total 2 take off here with the Bitcoin dominance dropping. But let's get into this. All right, this thing is held solid. That's what amazes me. Everything else out there got crushed, and that just tells you maybe Kaspa is not correlated real well with Bitcoin. Most of the cryptos are. If Bitcoin gets a pullback, then that happens with everything. Everything normally gets a pullback. But with Bitcoin's big pullback, didn't affect this coin at all. Not at all. I mean, that's good to see. All right, so anyway, we talked yesterday about breaking this 0.0403, and we busted through that last night. If we break it down to the 4-hour here, look at it using it as support now. Okay, so we got that breakout. We were down here yesterday when we made the video. Got that breakout. We got a retest here, and we are holding that area now. That's what we wanted to see. All right, that's the first step here. Okay, now let's look at the RSIs. Oops, I always forget to right click that thing. All right, let's open this up. All right, here we go. That 4-hour, you can see, look at this thing. I love when it does that. It's starting to curve back up. All right, so the 4 hours at an 88.4 and an 89.9. You can see on the bottom it's heading up, so this obviously is trying to push higher. Probably going to have 5 waves up out of here, more than likely. The 8-hour, 97 and a 96, bullish. Only at a 51 down here, so we got lots of room to push up here. We're not getting anywhere near oversold down there in the regular RSI. The 12-hour heading up, 63 and a 43. And once again, look down here, we're only at a 50. Okay, the daily, perfect. 13 and a 6. Hasn't pulled it up barely at all with that green candle. That's where you want to see that daily. Down at the bottom, we're at a 52. All right, so obviously when we come up here, we want to make a higher high than over here to stay bullish. We don't want to see a lower high come in. It's bearish divergence if it does. So, but next area to keep an eye on here for resistance is actually going to be right down here at that 0.045. All right, if we get through that, then we're going to be up in the zone here, fighting against this other previous all-time high. Now, if we put a Fibonacci on here, right to there. All right, we're not even at 618 or 702 yet, which is good. All right, that's normal. Either a rejection area, or you bust through it and get higher prices. All right, so really at that 702, that's the area we really want to keep an eye on, up at 0.045. And that area, actually, if we break through the 0.04515, all right, then we're going to break through that 702. So this turns into a pretty crucial spot then right here. All right, that because that 702, I just showed you back there how an ABC works out, hitting that 702. We break through the 0.04515, then we're through the 702. Okay, so this area up here is going to turn into be a major area. We bust through that, then we're probably looking at attempting to set another all-time high here. So the weekly. All right, we are starting to see this thing curve back up. That's what we want to see. We want to see, just like on the 4 hour, we want to see this thing start to curve back up, just like that 4. All right, see how the RSI is spinning back up? See how it's curving? That's what we want to see on the weekly. All right, so, but right now that weekly is still bearish at a 74 and an 83, and we have that. Unfortunately, we do have that bearish divergence still there, right? Lower high. All right, so we want to, with this push here, we definitely would like to see it take out this previous one. This previous one is a 90, which is going to be difficult, but it'd be nice to get that higher high in there before we have a correction here. But we'll keep an eye on that, obviously, guys. But this thing is looking solid. Obviously, we got that daily RSI heading up. We have buyers coming in, but by the address count, the address count is just crazy how fast it's growing. And things are looking great. We got the breakout of this channel, and Kaspa's looking strong. So, all right, guys, thank you so very, very much. I hope you have a great Saturday. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you very soon, guys. Have a great day.